મહિલા જસ્ટિસ હિમા કોહલીની ફેરવેલ સેરેમનીનું આયોજન કરાયું.
સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટના 8મા મહિલા જસ્ટિસ હિમા કોહલીનો શુક્રવારે કોર્ટમાં છેલ્લો કામકાજનો દિવસ હતો. ત્યારે ફેરવેલ સેરેમનીમાં તેમણે સીજેઆઈ ડીવાય ચંદ્રચૂડને વિનંતી કરી કે તેમની નિવૃત્તિ પછી તેમના સ્થાને મહિલા જજની નિમણૂક કરવામાં આવે. સીજેઆઈ ચંદ્રચૂડે કહ્યું, સિનિયર વકીલોએ વધુ મહિલા વકીલોને ટ્રેનિંગ આપીને ભરતી કરવી જોઈએ. એકવાર કાયદાકીય વ્યવસાયમાં સમાન તકો મળશે તો જસ્ટિસ કોહલીની જેમ વધુ મહિલાઓ વકીલ બનશે. જસ્ટિસ કોહલી 3 વર્ષ સુધી સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટમાં સેવા આપ્યા બાદ 1 સપ્ટેમ્બરે નિવૃત્ત થવાના છે. જસ્ટિસ કોહલી 40 વર્ષ સુધી કાયદાકીય વ્યવસાયમાં રહ્યા. તેમણે 22 વર્ષ સુધી વકીલ તરીકે અને 18 વર્ષ સુધી જજ તરીકે સેવા આપી. 31 ઓગસ્ટ 2021થી સુપ્રીમ કોર્ટમાં જજ તરીકે તેઓ સેવા આપી રહ્યા હતા. જસ્ટિસ કોહલીના વખાણ કરતા સીજેઆઈ ચંદ્રચૂડે કહ્યું કે હિમા માત્ર મહિલા જજ નથી પરંતુ મહિલા અધિકારોના મજબૂત રક્ષક પણ છે.
Over the last, Mr. Attorney General, Mr. Solicitor General, Mr. Sibal, Mr. Nair, and all the members of the bar, over the last few days, both Sister Hima Kohli, Hima to me, and I have been comparing notes on something very important, and in the coffee lounge, and which is what have we been respectively doing to attend to back spasms in the lower back. So that's the first thing that we have been sharing over the last few days. And this morning she told me, I said, why don't you come to the Ayurvedic center which we have set up? So she said, well, my back spasm is going to disappear from tomorrow morning. And she said, well, I began my day today with a lot of time to read the morning newspaper, something which I have not had the luxury to do for the longest time. We had the group photograph this morning with Justice Hima Kohli, and they were, after the formal photograph was over, in the camaraderie that we all know as judges, there were different groups in the group photograph. So one of them was from the Campus Law Center, Delhi University, where I figured with her, so many others in the court. The second photograph was from Delhi. The third photograph was from Telangana. I was delighted because in each of them, Hima insisted that I should figure. There's a degree of acceptance which she gave me by calling me particularly by the shoulder and tugging me by the shoulder and saying that you must come and join the photograph. We have with us a small but very, very dear family and friends. We have Nilu, whom we have all grown very attached to over the last several years, who is always there for all our events. We have Ritu Mahajan. He and Dr. Harsh Mahajan are very personal friends of Hima. We have, of course, Dr. Shama Gupta, who is the overall umbrella to keep us fit in our polyclinic. And we have Justice Nanda, the first woman judge from the Telangana High Court, who has come here especially from the bar to bid farewell and to be at the part of the ceremonial bench. And of course, we have Sister Hima's law clerks who have steadfastly stood by her and would be joining us again this evening. It's been a pleasure for me to sit with Justice Hima Kohli. We have exchanged some very serious ideas, thoughts, a lot of fun and games on the bench and off the bench, which really was what sustains us. There have been times when she has steadfastly supported me when the going was tough, which we had not there at least for a long, long time, and thereafter only with her consent. So we have been friends, allies, very closely knit judges on the bench. And Hima, you're not just a woman judge, but a judge who also happens to be a woman, but at the same time, you're a fierce protector of the right of women to have equal working conditions on and off the bench in the bar. Finally, the last thing which I'd like to share is that this morning, when all the other judges were assembled in the coffee lounge, the first 5, we were all huddled together in my chamber to sort out something in the collegium, relatively routine issue. So there was a lot of speculation among the judges as to why the first 5 were not the coffee lounge. So Hima, in a characteristic style, said, well, they may be filling up my vacancy, which is going to arise. And I only hope, she said, that it's a woman judge who is coming here in my place. Of course, I must share with you without telling you what it was, that you are not doing anything of the kind. Because she's a judge until the last minute. And surely we can't do something like that so long as our dear sister continues to be on the bench. In fact, I've also invited her to be with us for the conference tomorrow of the National Conference of District Judges, which is a very big conference of 800 judges from all over the country. Very graciously agreed to participate in the conference. I'll now keep my powder dry for saying what I have to do in the evening at the SCBA event. But from the bench, Shima, we wish you all the best. We respect the way you handled yourself on the bench when your mother was not well. Never did you allow your work to suffer. You did your work with the same degree of strength of character. We've all had these issues in our lives, and we respect other people because we know what it means to have a member of the family who is not well. And I really respected the way you conducted yourself during those very crucial times and critical times. And I pray and hope that you are blessed with an abundance of good health and lots of time to do everything that is close to your heart. May I request Hima to say a few words?
Just that, I think when I started this innings in this court, it was, it's a matter of, should I say, serendipity, that I started with Chief's bench in 21. And I was so delighted that I was sitting with Chief and as a batchmate, as somebody I knew before from early days, as a college mate and all of that. And it made it easier to break into this court. But it was really not difficult because all of you made it easy for me. I felt at home, not because I was in Delhi, because it was the same set of lawyers, barring a few, who I knew, whether by name or by face. It was like coming home. So these 3 years have really been a very great learning experience with Chief, with all my other senior colleagues with whom I've worked. Each one has been so kind, and I think I'm blessed. Also, the fact that the bar is so warm, so affectionate, so considerate, and always ready with some help or the other if you move out of the system, which I'm finding now. There's so many of us, or you who have reached out to say, where are you shifting? What do you want to do? What's your plan of action? I think we are going to be your neighbors. So, that makes you feel good. And so I can only thank you. And as Chief said, I'm not revealing all that I'm going to say to you at 4 o'clock. I'll keep it up my sleeve and share it with you. But many thanks for being there in my life. Thank you.